England you need to wear it in all indoor settings, and everyone's really respectful of that and staying a meter away from everyone. But I've realized in the north, like, people aren't really doing that. They just wear masks. They don't really wear masks.
Not even with the 1 meter. It's not really.
Yeah, and they don't. Yeah, if you're just walking on the street, they don't really take the effort to go that 1 meter from you. And I think that's why some places in the north are going back into lockdown now. And I think it's because they're not taking it as seriously.
You know, at the supermarkets, they're just like letting people in without their masks, right?
Messages. How is the... people aren't required to wear masks during class. I don't think we'll have to wear masks, but I think we will have to be socially distanced. And normally tutorials are like 15 people, but maybe they'd lower it.
It'll be easier if it's smaller groups anyway.
Yeah. There are some people taking graduation pictures over there, because obviously they didn't get their graduation, so...
That's where they would normally graduate, right?
Yeah, they normally graduate in this building here. It's really pretty. But we've been staying... How's Leeds doing with coronavirus?
I feel like definitely higher than the south. Like a lot of areas near like West Yorkshire, so technically Leeds is in West Yorkshire, but
yeah,
they're definitely higher than.
It's doing yeah. It's not doing the best. The closest city next to us, Bradford, just went back into lockdown, so it's looking like that could potentially happen here. We've been here we've been here like for a month now in Leeds, and just students, and I don't know. I feel like students really aren't taking coronavirus seriously, because we're young and like healthy, but people just like go over to each other's houses, like don't socially distance, don't wear masks. It feels like completely normal.
But I feel like on transport with a lot of the older people, they're taking like a lot more risks than we're doing like London. So I'm not wearing like masks properly and stuff. I've seen it. Like, I feel like in general the culture here is just more relaxed.
Yeah. And people are like required to wear masks like in stores and everything, but most of people actually don't. There's no one actually enforcing it here. Yeah, it sounds very similar to young people in the States.
When the classes start?
Classes start September the 28th, which is like normal time, but I think it'll be helpful that they start later, so you can see where the city's at and the country's at.
How much later is that compared to? It's only a couple of weeks, isn't it?
No, people are starting now.
No, but then compared to normal, like are they starting a lot later?
No, it's normal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Any more questions? I feel like our university has responded quite well to coronavirus. I know people who like have no idea what's happening in their university, and ours told us like a couple months ago. So you want us to walk around and do a tour? Okay. Let's do that. This is, as you can see, like normally this is like not packed, but especially during the first week of classes, they do a lot of like activities around here. So they like give out free pizza, or there was like there was like a DJ over
there. Charlie Store.
Yeah, famous DJ was over there. Let's walk this way. Oh yeah, alumni. This is the Great Hall. It's one of my like favorite buildings on campus. This is where a lot of classes happen. Yeah. Leeds is like, it's like a 2-hour train ride from London, or it's like a 4-hour drive, so it's like quite far. But it is quite big. I think it's almost like 700,000 people. And this would be like where their graduation normally is, but obviously they can't have it. So a lot of people have been taking graduation pictures. How many students are here right now? Normally there's about like 40,000 people, including post grads and everyone. But I don't know. I think people coming in first year, like not as many people will be coming in because it's such a weird situation.
I wonder with international students as well. What's happening?
Yeah, and if they'd be able to travel here, international students, I'm not so sure about that either. This is the famous Bacon statue. Maybe let's go. But yeah, obviously, with like not having classes, that's really hard to make friends with people in first year. So I feel like if it was me, I probably would delay it a year. Is anyone living on campus in the fall? Yeah, they will be. I don't know how that's. I think they're going to encourage social distancing, but I don't think that would be. I don't think much people will be following that.
I think like some American universities, they done like compulsory testing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say none of that's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, this part is quite modern too. You know, the campus has some nice like modern architecture, but then some like old buildings as well. Let's walk past like Laidlaw, I guess. More graduation pictures being taken. But this is normally like the center of it all. And this is like the library.
103.
Yeah. Is it true that most UK unis aren't residential? Yeah, mostly. If you're a first year student, you most of the time you're in student halls, but mostly they're off campus. We do have two buildings, residential buildings on campus, but most of the time they're spread out, which I think could help.
Some of the London ones, they have houses, but because it's so expensive, everyone kind of lives at home.
Oh yeah, a lot of
Wood.
Yeah, some are very like commuter focused. And what was I gonna say? But once you're in your second and third year, you like move into your own house, which is what we're doing now. And so they don't really have any ways to regulate it because we are in our own house. So I feel like that's where the danger is, because students our age will have to take it up to themselves to follow rules.
And all the houses are so like tightly packed as well.
Yeah, there's no one enforcing it. Yeah. And I don't think the school is requiring tests for people living on campus, or but in the the UK right now, you can get a free corona test like sent to you, and you do it yourself, and then you send it back in. So it's really easy for people to get tested. So I feel like people could do that if they're worried. But other than like classes being online, they haven't really told us what else is happening, or like if the gym is going to be open, or certain buildings aren't going to be open. But yeah. Now we're going outside of the university. I feel like that's all I have to say, unless anyone has any questions.